You have to be able to take your life in your own hands. It's kind of the hallmark of being a man. Accepting responsibility for every single thing in your life. You need to understand that everything is your fault. So, once you start taking responsibility for everything in your life, things will start to change. It might be a little rough at first, because you might have a debt of karma to pay, but it's gonna get better eventually. So anyway, starting this I keep wanting to say podcast. Gosh, might be a podcast. Spoiler alert. But yeah, starting this YouTube channel to help men and kind of tell my story a little bit. The name's not really important yet, I guess. Who knows? Who cares, really? I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. And, in recent years, I have accepted full responsibility for that. Some very mundane, some larger. Nothing too crazy. I'm not a degenerate by any means. Not that I haven't done stupid things. But, my life has improved drastically across the board in the past probably 5 years. Cutting off old friends. Started to take life more seriously. You might not be able to tell it now yet, but physically, very in shape. Before messed up my back, had to pay the price for that, and that's a whole other story. But financially, I loosely hit my goal. I say loosely because I'm referring to revenue and not net profit, but of making $1 million, over $1 million before I was 30 in 1 year. And so just turned 30, and this past month, and I did hit my goal a few months prior to that. So just barely made it, but we made it. And that means absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of things. Money only gets you the freedom. Doesn't really mean a whole lot. So you got to make sure you know what you really want. And so for me personally, what I really want isn't money, but I need money to get there. And that would be, 600 acres somewhere where I can build pretty much my forever home. Have a home gym, maybe a low-key homestead kind of life. Doesn't matter. It's whatever I want. And, start really living life. But to get there, as a man, you need to understand that you got to start sacrificing you'll always have to make a sacrifice. Doesn't matter what you're doing. If you decide you're going to go out on the weekend, you never understand that you're sacrificing your future, getting better to some degree. Obviously, it's not the end of the world. You spend some time with your friends. I don't have friends, so don't gotta worry about that anymore. But yeah, you gotta be careful. Everything you do has a consequence. That could be good or bad. Some things that are good might be perceived as bad. Depends on who you are and what your goals are. It's very, very, very important that you write this stuff down, take it seriously. I myself don't always follow that, so I'll be the first one to admit it. But got a pretty good idea of where I'm heading, or where I want to go. Do I know where I'm heading? Get off the beaten trail sometimes. But seem to always find my way back. And just try your best. But if you can have your goals and everything directed towards something, and you start really concentrating effort, be surprised at what you can do. There's a whole rule of 100. That if you spend 100 hours in a year at anything, it doesn't matter what it is. You start, gunsmithing, or you start becoming an extreme pogo sticker, or I'm done playing around. Learning a language, reading books, anything, doesn't matter. You will, maybe not reading books, but you will be better than like 95+% of people in the world. And 100 hours a year is like 15, 20 minutes a day. Okay. And so, do you have 15 to 20 minutes a day? Some people say no. I'd argue you're lying to yourself. That's a big no-no. Lying is not good for you. But I myself, I'm a pretty busy guy. Okay. I got a full-time job that works for me quite a bit, weekends and stuff like that. And I still got, 2 businesses running full-time. I got employees full-time, so I'm responsible for other people's lives, not just my own. And, my family, I'm responsible for other people's livelihood to some extent, and their families. Some of them, are single parents working. So at the end of the day, their continued success and ability to make money hinges on my decisions. And that's not nothing. That's that's called responsibility, and I don't take it lightly, and with a man, as far as being a man goes, you need to have responsibility. That's how you grow. That's how you become better. That's how you really feel the right there. Feel like you're doing what you should be doing. So this channel, starting it up, strong and straight, baby. Figured, now's the time. At a new year, everybody's just finally not being sick. I'm not sick. get all that done, all the holidays nonsense. Really start this up, hit the ground running. Redoing this whole room. So, I just kind of slid this stuff over here. I just finally got this stuff in, so I'm trying to get this all put together. So it's not in the way, but, and also kind of, if this is the first video, hey guys, I want to make sure that you got a little something maybe down the road. Be like, I remember when he first started, and just getting the studio set up. We ain't got calls to, but yeah, I'm just gonna pretty much share my nonsense and my deep thoughts. It's kind of all I do. At the end of the day, what I do for fun is think. I think too much sometimes, and I thought about doing something like this for too long. So that's the bad thing. Sometimes, at the end of the day, the most important thing you can do is to take action. Start doing, even if it's shitty. At least you got something more than other people.